And mhm. Hi there. Thank you. Mhm. Mhm. Um, mhm. Hi there. That was the echo of the YouTube. Um, Excellent. But now it seems like the audio is clear. And I was just checking to make sure it was going through. And very good. Learning to um, navigate the stream and such. Okay, you all. Welcome, welcome. So allow yourselves to settle in and to experience um, this moment. Maybe if you have a little water or tea or your body wishes for this, and for your body to be comfortable, any adjustments are important, You can feel, you can take a few deep breaths to just settle in. And so today's, we'll start with a little bit of um, some teaching about receiving love. And, um, and then as we go through that, then we'll go into the meditation. And then afterwards, there'll be some time to connect a little bit. And if you so wish. And so today's theme um, is on receiving love, on being, appreciated, being sensed as being, for example, beautiful, and how vulnerable that can be. This was inspired to me because for a long time, I had, hair that's like more than twice as long as this. And this year I cut it. And so then I'm doing these online things, and I've got this kind of like thumbnail that has an image of me with this massive braid. And I was like, I guess I need to update it. And so I had my beloved take a picture of me just, to update. And then of course I put it everywhere, so that it's on social media or whatever. And then in this in the like comments, and responses, like I was like receiving these comments of like, Adrián, you're so beautiful. Like, and it wasn't in those words, it's more in qué guapo, or like in Spanish, because as you may know, I'm from Mexico. And these pieces, um and then somebody said something like Orlando Bloom. And I on the one hand, there was like this was all over, these comments that were, posted on underneath the profile picture. And for a moment, I felt a sense of like a little blush, for a moment, but immediately after, I felt this awkwardness of I strive to be beautiful. I strive in my life, not just obviously not physically, but to beauty. It's like a beautiful, it's a beautiful path. It's beauty is an intersection where love is present, and striving to be loving, and to be loved, be a part of being loved. And of course, when hearing this reflection of you look like Orlando Bloom or something like this. There's all of these stereotypes, of like how it is that we're supposed to look and what look, the particular looks that grant certain people of like that one right there is beautiful, but that one over there, and I've always felt very uncomfortable with all of that. And so I was like processing this dimension, and coming home to what it is that I um, believe um, and feel here that yes, when goodness, when beauty, when love is created into, it needs to look a certain way, and it's only in these kind of like circumstances when somebody looks like this, or when they do this but not like this, it has to be like this, you have to be proper in this way or whatever it is, that that restricts, it really restricts whenever it is that we try to essentially be anybody else other than who we are. Really, and this is not about giving permission to take whatever we've learned that may be, judgmental, that may be harmful, that may be shadow. It's not about that, but about connecting to the own aliveness and the own essence and the perfume of who we are. Yeah, in this way, whenever it is that like whatever makes us smile, whatever we most naturally care about, and um, and that if we drop the things like physical appearance, which is of course, cannot be controlled. There's all kinds of things, I may be in an accident and suddenly my body will be very different. I may lose all of my hair in the next how many years. I may this or that. I may gain weight, which I don't think so. I've tried to for a very long time. But I may, all these things might happen. But the qualities that are more long term have to do with our alignment, internal alignment in our attitudes, our devotion, our love, our character. Yeah. The principles that we hold in life about, for example, that I really value honesty. I honor vulnerability. And I feel, like we align with that. And that reflects that my devotion through the honesty, through the vulnerability, that reflects something about more of like the energy, yeah, the sense of the energy of that character, or the devotion with which I live, aligned with these principles, these positive rules that end up making character. Yeah. And so, not to get too much into these terms right now, but this sense. And so I receive all these compliments, and they feel like compliments, like it's coming on top of me. But then if I can connect to this essence or this warmth of the being that I am, when I'm loving, when I am well, when I feel supported, then I can allow myself to receive, que guapo. Just even then I understand that it may be connected to physicality and whatnot, but I can allow myself to receive there more intimacy with what's beautiful. Now, the other part that's really important here is to be very compassionate with ourselves in the limitations of receiving love. Yes? Because say that you have somebody in your life and you have a memory, and this is part of what the meditation will hold, is remembering a moment when somebody in your life, yeah, appreciated you, was very grateful to you. And in that moment, there's like a little glow, like a Care Bear, like beam. This person's very happy. And then that light is sent to us. And it's very normal, basically, that that might touch certain structures, protective structures like a shields, yeah, that are between us and being able to be aligned with the sense of our own lovingness, yeah, our own natural beauty in this way, yeah. And so the piece here is to be very compassionate, that it's like if I try to see it, to imagine it, it might be difficult for me to do so. See, I tried to summon a memory of somebody. I remember my brother saying thank you to me for something. And then as I'm trying to look at it, it may be a little bit foggy. And the encouragement here is that whether there's fogginess on the way to see it, or that I can see it, and then it's hard to feel that as I see that thank you, it's hard to feel it here. Yeah. There's something that's hard to feel here, to let it land. Yeah. That there will be in the meditation a space to simply an invitation, like a little jump start, of sorts. But that whether there's a little bump or a little fogginess or something on the way to seeing the one who loves us, or from in the as that is being in the process of being received, that we will very gently acknowledge whatever's there. That this is not about getting somewhere new or becoming something else. In fact, it's about the undoing of all of that. Um, and little by little allowing to be here more and more as we are. And so the encouragement will be here that as whatever it is that you end up experiencing, you might have something else that's like knocking on the door of your mind, or is saying like, excuse me, we need to remember this, it's like, or don't stop thinking about this, like, um, or this is what's here, and it's not that all of this piece around receiving love. And whatever it is that's here, then the invitation will be to use this technique that I've brought in the past of blowing. Is a Sufi technique. It's a beautiful technique. Blowing upon the ember of the heart, which simply will be, and I will guide this so you don't need to remember. I have the presence of my sense in my heart, and I have again adapted to just could be including everything that I perceive in the moment, and I allow the breath to be like a gentle, warm breeze, a gentle, warm breeze, like that accepts and includes and accepts and includes whatever it is that's here. And here I was smiling a little bit because maybe I'm accepting something nice, but it could be that there is sorrow. It could be that there is anxiety that's tight. Could be that there is resentment, any variety of emotions, whatever it is that's there. The process is simply to bring this gentle breath, just with imagining that it's like blowing on some embers and that glow. Imagine there's an ember here, but it could be that you are the ember, you yourself is the ember in this way, which that's a little bit adapted, but that you are the ember, and every inhale and exhale, the wind of your breath accepts a little bit more of like, yes, I am living this. I'm including this. Yes, I learned to love you. Me, I love to learn to love, to be loved. just as I am. Yes, just like this. Like this. Yeah. And so this process, yeah, would be the invitation would be to use this at any moment that of whatever it is that comes up that's not already flowing like a river. Yeah. So in this process, I start, I start to imagine, I see them, allow myself to receive this sense of intimacy with that sense of that beauty, that love. If all of that flows, then we simply allow ourselves to be and to allow that glow that's right there. Yeah? That glow that's right there can be something that we can breathe and allow ourselves to be more and more intimate with. Whatever, even if it's a little bit. That's the ground. That's the place where it's like there's a yes already. Yeah. There's a yes, I am here. Yeah, like, there can be yeses even in difficult things. So, but wherever the yes is, that's like, yes, I accept life right here, like this, like right here. Then there's like a yes that's right there. And from that place, you can simply allow almost like the rest of you to be supported by that yes. Yeah. Just whatever it is to come to the quiet, to come to the intimacy in the heart, and to rest and allow yourself to be, including. Yeah. Very good. So, of course, there's much more to speak about with all these things, but we'll leave it there. And of course, you'll be guidance here. Allow yourself to come to a comfortable and yet alert position, which the spine straight, even supported in a chair or wherever, is often helps alertness. But of course, first your own body, the way that you know you first. And so you allow yourself to arrive here. Um, yes, just beginning here to settle in. I will begin this warming up with a poem by Rumi. Mm, beloved Rumi. Okay. Uh-huh. So just letting yourself be there. You can close your eyes and just allow yourself to be bathed. The beginning of this adventure on your own love, your own beauty. Okay. Like this. If someone asks, what does perfect beauty look like? Show him your own face and say, like this. If someone asks, what does a full moon look like? Climb to the highest rooftop and yell, like this. If someone asks, what does an angel's wing look like? Smile. If he asks about divine fragrance, pull him close, his face in your hair, like this. If someone asks, how did Jesus bring the dead back to life? Don't say a word. Just kiss him softly on the cheek, like this. If someone asks, how does it feel to be slain by love? Close your eyes and tear open your shirt, like this. If someone asks about my stature, stare into space with your eyes wide open, like this. The soul enters one body, then another. If someone argues about this, enter my house and wave him goodbye, like this. Whenever a lover cries out, he is telling our story, and God bends down to listen, like this. I am the storehouse of all pleasure. I am the pain of self-denial. To see me, lower your eyes to the ground, then raise them up to heaven, like this. Only the gentle breeze knows the secret of union. Listen as it whispers a song to every heart, like this. If someone asks, how does a servant attain the glory of God? Become the shining candle that every eye can see, like this. I asked about Joseph's perfume, which rode the wind from city to city. It was your scent blowing in from God's perfect world, like this. With eyes closed, allowing the sound, the words, and the bell to welcome us into this moment, like this. Gently taking a few deep breaths to help the body feel welcome. And gently allowing all of you to relax, to be here. Gently, we begin by imagining a gentle, warm light that is in your heart. This energy represents your unique essence. Bringing our attention to that place in the heart where this light is. The center of the chest is glowing light. Gently allow the shape of your breath to caress that warmth, that warm light, as if every inhale, no matter how gentle or short or long, is a gentle blowing of an ember. The essence that is there being caressed, or anywhere else in the whole of your being, you being gently rocked by this precious breath. At any moment, if there is a hunger for it, you can gently increase the quality, the strength of your breath to breathe a little bit deeper, more intentional, to connect to this sense of this breath that accepts all that is and that gently massages all that is here, any thoughts, any feelings, any body sensations. The breeze blowing on the ember, blowing on the ember of the heart. From here, you notice that a moment of someone being grateful to you, of someone that may have felt loved by you, that they appreciated it. This sense of beauty, gratitude, allowing that, you may see the smile in their eyes, even if it's not clear who this person is, allowing yourself to venture. These smiling eyes with a tear coming down the face. this beauty shining through the eyes, appreciating you, beloved one, just as you are. Oh, I know you may be weary, and I know that you may be carrying all kinds of luggage. And yet I wish to remind you, to share with you of this moment where you helped me, where I felt helped, I felt loved by your being, by something you did, by something, how a way you showed up. And you notice the glowing energy that is in this being, in their appreciation. And allowing that glow to come into relation more. That from that memory, you sense that they can see that warmth and that glow in you, in your essence, in the ways that you are generous in your life, that you give the things you care about, where you show up, where you helped a friend, where you were loving. And that there's this glowing warmth that is there in your own being, flowing out towards the world, in this case, towards this being. That glowing warmth, there's a warmth and a smile, sense of a smile. And that smile pulsates out like a happy puppy coming out to play. And their warmth, their gratitude and love, their warmth comes out from them. Also, this beautiful smile. And there we have this beautiful, appreciating smile that's coming out, and there's this rejoicing, this beautiful, playful puppy energy, this caring, the softness, the strength is there's this sweetness here, like a sunlight, a warm sunlight. And your energy and their energy meet. They touch. And you see there's like a little spark, like a little aliveness, where all of this, there's a flow of energy that's happening where your love is flowing into them, and their love is flowing into you, and you allow yourself to be caressed here, allowing the breath and the feeling in the heart, the feeling in the relation here, the gentle inhale and exhale to include, and any layers, any shields that may be here, they are welcome. Anything that is here is welcome. A gentle inhale and exhale. This breath blowing upon the ember of life. You may sense every inhale that your energy goes out, and your exhale, you release and exhale. Deeply feeling and receiving. And then I inhale. An inspiration of energy. The chest may rise a tiny little bit, this energy coming out. And in this basket of love that includes you exactly as you are. You simply allow yourself to allow the flow of what's here, to honor any emotions that are here. There may be sadness here, whatever is here. Resting in the greater inclusion of receiving love, this basket of love. the gentle words, I love you, caressing through the breath. Or I love with intimacy in the sense of I love. A whole being smile. The mind smiles. The heart smiles. The body smiles. A little bit more while including what is here. gently this love that may be a little bit more present or a lot more present. Love in here, love outside of us, this dancing love, this enoughness, just as you are. Gently take a few deeper breaths. To bring this sense of this love with us more and more wherever we go. You orient still here in the meditation, but to include your body as you are now. And gently allowing yourself to send a beautiful wish for the rest of your day or your night. Of love, a love for you and also love for our world, for your world here. This soft and strong light that can be sent as this prayer, this that resonates throughout all that can be perceived. At your own pace, gently allowing that glow, whatever is there, to exist in your eyes. And if you were to open your eyes now, that you can allow that vision to be soft, ever so softly flavored by this love. Yes, ever so softly, so softly. It's possible to bring more of this presence of who we really are into all of living. Mm. And so now we have an opportunity for those watching on YouTube and also those here on Zoom. If anybody wishes to express anything about what you experienced or that that you can do so in the chat. And I can, without naming anybody's name necessarily. Of course, if you're on YouTube, you're in the public sphere, but here in the Zoom that I can just talk about the general content. Or if you do wish to come uh, online here to ask a question, if anybody wishes to do so, or in the chat, you're very welcome to do so now. Yeah. Taking your time, whatever you need. Hmm. So, seems like you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Excellent. Well, may you and you be well, and thank you for coming. And I will now close the YouTube stream. Good to see anybody who's been on YouTube. And until next time, I will stay here on Zoom for a little bit longer if any contact wants to happen there. But thank you. And here's to receiving more love in our lives.